Do you ever whisper prayers into the darkness, only to feel them ricochet back, unheard, bouncing off a ceiling of thick, invisible doubt? We speak constantly of seeking victory, but so often we are battling phantoms, the silent, ancient blockages built by past hurts, fear, and the relentless, critical voice of unworthiness. You know this struggle intimately, that intangible, frustrating wall standing between your wary, striving self and the boundless, waiting grace just beyond. It is the barrier that keeps the miracle, the deep, abiding peace, perpetually at arm's length. What if the most powerful prayer is not about demanding external change or asking for things to be delivered, but about dissolving the walls we ourselves, or the wounds we carry, have inadvertently built around our own receptive hearts? This is the prayer of dissolution, the sacred art of letting the light melt away what the shadow constructed. It is time to speak the truth your soul holds silently. You are not struggling against God's will, you are struggling against your own perceived inadequacy. The barrier is not a divine punishment. It is merely a structure of fear, meticulously crafted over time to protect a heart that was once fragile and exposed. Now, in this moment of stillness, understand that those walls are obsolete. The first step toward the most profound victory is recognizing that true strength lies not in the fierce energy of breaking something down, but in the tender, irresistible force of allowing something to gently fall away. Breathe deeply and allow the spirit of divine mercy to wash over the foundation of that fear. Where does the deepest blockage reside? Is it the guilt from a past mistake you replay relentlessly? Is it the inherited belief that you must earn love, and therefore, you must perpetually suffer or strive? We must dismantle the great lie that we are fundamentally flawed and unlovable. This lie is the mortar that holds the barrier in place. To break this barrier, we must choose radical forgiveness, first for ourselves, then for every soul that contributed, even unintentionally, to its construction. Say this softly to your soul: I release the need to punish myself for my humanity. I surrender the weight of yesterday's burdens to the limitless ocean of grace. The greatest victory is simply accepting the unearned, extravagant love that already belongs to you. Think of the barrier not as a fortress, but as a snowdrift on a brilliant spring day. It is cold, dense, and feels impenetrable, but it contains no true substance. It is merely frozen water. The warmth of acceptance, the steady sunshine of divine love, is all that is required for its gentle melt. You don't fight the snowdrift. You turn your face to the sun. The prayer of dissolution is turning your face entirely toward the radiant mercy of God. It is a posture of profound vulnerability, where we cease striving to be perfect and simply allow ourselves to be profoundly human, exquisitely imperfect, and unconditionally loved anyway. This act of spiritual vulnerability is the most potent power source available to the soul. When we stop trying to control the outcome, when we surrender the timeline and the precise method of deliverance, we create a vacuum. And into that sacred emptiness rushes the boundless flow of grace, the very energy that dissolves all resistance. Imagine a vast, golden river of life flowing effortlessly. We build a small dam of worry, doubt, and unforgiveness across this river, and then we stand on the dry, defeated bank, shouting for water. The divine response whispers, simply remove the dam, let go. This victory you crave is not located on a distant shore. It is located in the profound quietude of your own letting go. It is achieved when the internal war ends. Now, let us name the things we are surrendering. Name the heavy cloak of shoulds you wear. Name the judgment of the critic on your shoulder. Name the fear of abundance, or the fear of failure, or the fear of being seen in your truest, most authentic light. Offer these burdens not with regret, but with gratitude for the lessons they held, and then watch them drift away on the current of pure, healing light. The space that opens in your heart is the newly claimed territory of victory, a space filled with effortless peace, where the answers come not through struggle, but through serene knowing. This quietude is the true evidence of breakthrough. The walls have fallen, not with a crash, but with a silent, gentle melting. The path ahead is illuminated by the inner stillness you have cultivated. You are now walking in a new reality, where the only barrier that remains is the one you cling to. Let go of the need to cling to the memory of the struggle. Embrace the vast, open horizon of perpetual grace. You are wholly healed, wholly forgiven, and wholly free. You are now standing on the fertile ground of effortless victory, bathed in the warmth of a love that was always yours. Now, as the soft light of this understanding settles deep within your heart, I invite you to join this sacred communion. This circle of shared healing we call echoes of grace. If this whisper of truth resonated deep within your weary soul, let your quiet affirmation be the action of liking this message. Let that like be a silent pledge of faith, a tiny prayer offered up for continued peace. And please, do not hold this gentle grace captive within your own sphere. If you know a soul struggling behind their own invisible wall, extend the light by sharing this reflection, allowing the current of healing to reach them, unbroken and undimmed. To subscribe here is not merely to follow a channel. It is to step fully into this living family, this sacred circle where vulnerability is honored, and where we gather weekly to shed our armor and receive the unmerited favor of deep internal peace. This simple, sacred act of subscription is a declaration that you choose the path of grace, the path of stillness, and the path of unconditional victory. Join us fully in this journey toward luminous freedom. May the peace you have found here sustain you until we meet again in the quiet depths of the heart.